Class 12th Commerce, Subject Accountancy, Chapter number 5, Accounting Ratios. It is lecture number 3rd. And now see, I am telling you some important points which are to be kept in mind at the time of calculation of current ratio. Important points to be considered while calculating current ratio. Following points should be carefully considered at the time of calculation of current ratio. Only those assets which are expected to be realized within a year should be included in current assets. Listen, what are current assets? Current assets are those assets which give money or which fetch money to any business firm within 1 year or less than 1 year. So only those assets which will fetch money within 1 year, those will be taken in the head of current assets. The term investment, now listen, this slide is very much important. You will pay all heed. The term investment is used for non-current investment. Listen, if it is written only investment is written, then it is very clear that it is non-current investment. When it is non-current investment, it will not be the part of current assets. The term investment is used for non-current investment. Trade investments, they are also treated as non-current investments. And now listen, now there are the two investments which are to be considered as non-current investments. First one is investment, only investment word is written, and then trade investments. These two investments will not be considered as current assets. These two are non-current investments. Non-current, when they are non-current, then they will never be current. But current investments, short-term investments and marketable securities should be included in current assets. Now listen, these all will be taken in the part of current assets. When you calculate the total amount of current assets, they will be taken. Now what are those? See, current investments, first number, short-term investments, second number, marketable securities, third number. Loose tools, patents, goodwill, trademarks, computer software, they are not included in current assets. They are not the part of current assets. And a little bit see something about current liability. Bank overdraft, that always will be included in current liability. Bank overdraft is STB. STB means short-term borrowing. Short-term borrowing means it has been taken for 1 year or less than 1 year. It means within 1 year, the amount of a bank overdraft along with the interest on bank overdraft, that will be paid to the bank. Loan, loan on mortgage and bank loan, they are long-term borrowings. When the matter is of long-term borrowings, they will not be the part of current liabilities. Loan, loan on mortgage and bank loan are long-term borrowings. Therefore, they should not be included in current liabilities. Means they will not be included in current liability. They are LTBs. LTB माने बेटा long term borrowings. Quick ratio or acid test ratio or liquid ratio. Now I am teaching you how to calculate quick ratio, acid test ratio or liquid ratio. See, they are all same. एक ही बात है बेटा, तीनों एक ही नाम है. Quick ratio indicates whether the firm is in a position to pay its current liabilities within a month or immediately. The quick ratio is calculating by dividing liquid assets by current liabilities. Listen, क्या formula रहेगा बेटा? Liquid assets upon में current liabilities. quick ratio or acid test ratio. Once more I have told you, see, liquid assets or quick assets divided by current liabilities. Liquid assets means of those assets which will be converted into cash or cash equivalent very short time. All current assets except inventory and prepaid expenses, they are included in liquid assets. Listen now, quick assets या liquid assets में we will not take inventory. And what is the reason that inventory will not be taken? Inventory takes time to be converted into cash. It will take some time. Whatever the stock is left behind, the firm definitely will sell that firm. It will take time. And prepaid expenses also will not be the part of quick assets, because prepaid expenses cannot be converted into cash. Liquid assets include the following. Now listen, what are the items? Those will be taken in liquid assets. They are current investments, trade receivables and bills receivables, and sundry debtors. And in sundry debtors, what will be done? Provision for doubtful debts will be subtracted, because provision, it has been made out of the firm's profit, and that is not your current asset, not at all. So this amount will be deducted. Cash and cash equivalents, short-term loans and advances. See, I have written one word और के पहले वाला भी आपको करंट लिक्विड एसेट्स देगा, और के बाद वाला भी. दिस इज द फॉर्मूला हाउ टू कैलकुलेट लिक्विड एसेट्स. एंड इन बिफोर और, देखिए और में जो मैंने आइटम्स लिखे हैं, दोज आइटम्स विल बी टेकन व्हेन यू कैलकुलेट लिक्विड एसेट्स. एक बार और सुनिए. करंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स, ट्रेड रिसीवेबल्स. And what is the meaning of trade receivables? It means bills receivables and sundry debtors. Sundry debtors में से provision for doubtful debts का amount will be less. कम उसको minus करना है. Cash and cash equivalents, short term loans and advances. Or how can you calculate liquid assets? See, liquid assets is equal to current assets minus inventory minus prepaid expenses and advance tax. By using this formula also you can find liquid assets. Objective or significance of an ideal quick ratio is said to be 1:1. If it is more, it is considered to be better. This ratio is better test for short-term financial position of the company than the current ratio. It means in comparison to current ratio, quick ratio is more beneficial, because you have to pay the short-term liabilities, as it considers only assets which can be easily and readily. See, they are ready, they are very much ready to be converted into cash. Inventory is not included in liquid assets, as I told you in previous slide. It may take a lot of time before it is converted into cash, so inventory will not be the part of liquid assets. Difference between current ratio and quick ratio. Point number 1, relationship. Current ratio establishes a relationship between current assets and current liabilities. This is the difference that I am teaching you. Point number 1, relationship. Current ratio establishes a relationship between current assets and current liabilities. On the other hand, quick assets or liquid assets, they establish a relationship between liquid assets and current liabilities. Point number 2, formula of computation, how to calculate current ratio. Current ratio is equal to current assets divided by current liabilities, current assets upon current liabilities. Quick ratio or liquid ratio is equals to liquid assets divided by current liabilities. See, current liabilities, they are common in both, but when you calculate current assets, current ratio, at that time current assets will be taken. When you calculate quick ratio, quick assets or liquid assets will be taken. Point number 3, ideal ratio. Ideal ratio for current ratio is considered to be 2:1. Current ratio of 2:1 is considered as an ideal ratio. This is for CR, current ratio के लिए. For quick ratio, it is 1:1. Quick ratio of 1:1 is considered as an ideal ratio. And now see, with the help of questions, I am trying to teach you how to use those formula when you have questions. When the questions are given, how will you use? Illustration number 4. From the following information, calculate compute current ratio. Total assets, they are of rupees 1 lakh. Shareholders funds, they are of rupees 60,000. Non-current liabilities, it is 20,000, and non-current assets, they are 50,000. This is the illustration. 4 informations they are given to you. Now move on to solution. Current ratio is equals to current assets divided by current liabilities. And now how will you find out current assets? Current assets will be equal to total assets minus non-current assets. अब देखिए कितना बिल्कुल एकदम क्लियर है. When from the total assets you subtract non-current assets, then whatever the amount left, that will be of only current assets. In question, total assets they are given of 1 lakh. Listen, एक जीरो कम है इसमें बेटा. 1 0 is less, no problem. आप लोग समझदार हैं, समझ जाएंगे. 1 lakh है. In the slide it is given, previous slide, 1 lakh minus rupees 50,000. And now see, rupees 50,000 they are current assets. Current liabilities they are equal to total assets में से आपने माइनस किया shareholders funds and non-current liabilities. Rupees 1 lakh minus rupees 60,000 minus rupees 20,000. See, 20,000 rupees they are left with you. They are the amount of current liabilities. This is again the formula. ध्यान रखिएगा. But there will be many formula that I will be using. Current ratio will be equal to current assets upon current liabilities. Current assets they are of rupees 50,000. Current liabilities they are of rupees 20,000. 2.5 is to 1. This is current ratio. If you have any doubt, you can contact me. Illustration number next. 5. Calculate liquid ratio. Now listen, only the liquid ratio you have to calculate from the following data. Liquid assets, they are of rupees 75,000. Inventory, इसमें देखिए इन्वेंट्री आपको गिवन है 35,000 की, और इस इन्वेंट्री में आपके पास में लूज टूल्स हैं 20,000 के. बी केयरफुल. इन्वेंट्री जो कि 35,000 टोटल है, उसमें लूज टूल्स ऑफ रुपीज 20,000 दे आर इंक्लूडेड. पेड एक्सपेंसेस दे आर रुपीज 10,000. वर्किंग कैपिटल इज रुपीज 60,000. दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, illustration, whatever you say. And now move on to solution. Current assets equal to liquid assets plus inventory. And from this inventory you will exclude the amount of loose tools and prepaid. See, amount of current assets will be found. हमें फाइंड आउट करना है करंट एसेट्स का अमाउंट. अभी दोबारा सुनिए एक बार. लिक्विड एसेट्स में आपने इन्वेंट्री को प्लस करना है, पर उसमें आपने लूज टूल्स को हटा करके प्लस करना है. प्लस हो जाएगा आपका प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस. दे ऑल आर द पार्ट ऑफ करंट एसेट्स. रुपीज 75,000 प्लस, देखिए 35,000 में से 20,000 माइनस हुआ रुपीज 15,000. इट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ इन्वेंट्री. प्लस रुपीज 10,000. टोटल अमाउंट इज ऑफ रुपीज 1 lakh ऑफ करंट एसेट्स. करंट लायबिलिटीज, करंट एसेट्स में से माइनस कर दिया वर्किंग कैपिटल. रुपीज 1 lakh माइनस रुपीज 60,000, रुपीज 40,000. दिस इज द अमाउंट ऑफ करंट लायबिलिटीज. And now current ratio, current assets upon current liabilities. 1 lakh divided by 40,000. So the current ratio is 2.5 is to 1. Liquid ratio or quick ratio, liquid assets will be divided by current liabilities. Liquid assets, they are of rupees 75,000. Current liabilities, they are of rupees 40,000. So the result is 1.875 is to 1. This is liquid ratio. See, in question I gave you only to find out liquid ratio. But I thought that all the things they should be done because this chapter is new. So once more I have taken also the current ratio. Current ratio भी मैंने इसमें ले लिया है. Current ratio and liquid ratio both have been calculated.
Kindly note your homework. You have to solve question number 1 to 5.
Thank you so much.